Excellencies, distinguished delegates, this session of Human Rights Council is taking place in a rapidly evolving international context. While we continue to face appalling conflicts in Sudan and recent military hostilities in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we also see positive signs in other regions. We sincerely hope that the negotiated ceasefire in Gaza will hold, leading to sustainable peace based on long-term two-state solution. Dear colleagues, these days we also mark 3 years since Russia unleashed its unprovoked, unjust war of aggression against Ukraine. This war, conducted by a nuclear power and a permanent member of the UN Security Council, has already caused destruction and suffering, which will take generations to repair. Moldova stands in solidarity with Ukraine to resist the Russian aggression. My country continues to provide support to Ukrainian people, hosting more than 135,000 refugees, mostly women and children, providing humanitarian aid, helping with the transit of goods. As many as 70,000 Ukrainians are registered under temporary protection mechanism established in Moldova 2 years ago, benefiting from access to healthcare services, employment, education, including in their mother tongue. As discussions on peace are starting strongly, we believe that sustainable and comprehensive solution to this conflict entails the UN Security Charter being paramount, that it should bring justice through robust accountability mechanism for war crimes, prevent any new war through robust security guarantees, and open the way for the reconstruction of Ukraine. No discussion on Ukraine without Ukraine. Mr. President, as a candidate country on its EU accession path, the Republic of Moldova is strengthening the rule of law, fighting against corruption, and promoting respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. In line with our international commitments and policy objectives, we will spare no effort to ensure the implementation of human rights standards. Equally, as a candidate country for the seat in the Human Rights Council for 27-29, Moldova will promote human rights as a foundation of a fair and just world, regardless of geographical area. Mr. President, the Republic of Moldova regularly updates the Council on human rights situation in the breakaway Transnistrian region of my country. This year, there is no exception. The situation continues to be dire as the freedom of expression, of assembly, and of the press are still suppressed. Any dissenting voice or any show of opposition by local activists may result in a prison term on extremist charges, and we continue to receive notification in this regard. Criminal liability still stands for those who are daring to seek justice in international courts, such as the European Court of Human Rights. We welcome the recent release of a number of persons held behind bars in the Transnistrian region on political grounds. We call on the release of the remaining ones and hope this practice will not be repeated again. Let me also refer to the situation in the 8 latent script schools located in the region, which have been subject to constant and various forms of pressure and intimidation throughout the years. We urge the Russian Federation abide by international obligations and execute without further delay the European Court of Human Rights judgment in cases originating from the Transnistrian region of Moldova and pay the just satisfactions awarded by the court. As the Republic of Moldova takes over the presidency of the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe between November 25 and May 26, the execution of judgments will be one of our priorities. We'll also pay special attention to the fight against discrimination, disinformation, propaganda, strengthening local democracy, the protection of children and women's rights. Mr. President, Moldova will stay engaged in common efforts for ensuring the Council remains effective. We adhere also to the calls for strengthening the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights by ensuring sustainable, predictable, and adequate funding. In the year of the 80th anniversary of the foundation of the UN, the role of the Office of the Human Rights Council remains pivotal. Thank you.